Hello, dear students. So now today we would move ahead in this third chapter of class 8th mathematics, that is square and square roots. So here I have a new question for you. Question is, find the smallest number by which given number must be divided so that the resulting number is a perfect square. Like in the case of the previous question, we have discussed the question that by which smallest number we should multiply the given number so that it could become a perfect square. Now here in this one case, you have to find out the smallest number by which you are dividing the given number, and it would become a perfect square. Okay, so now for that, again we have the method. That method we are going to use here also. Okay, let me solve the first one. The remaining would you will do on your own. Okay, so let me start with 14,283. Okay, so the way we have done the previous question, so similarly we do this one also. So first we would resolve 14,283 into its prime factors, isn't it? So the step number one would be resolving 14,203 into prime factors. Okay, now if you are resolving it, for that we would find out the prime factors of that one, isn't it? 14,283. Now if you see the prime factors, I think it would be divisible by 3. 3 4 ja 12, 3 7 ja 21, 3 6 ja 18, and 3 1 ja 3. Again it would be divisible by 3. If you see, 3 1 ja 3, 3 5 ja 15, 2, 3 8 ja 24, 3 7 ja 21. Again let's see, 3 5 ja 15, 3 2 ja 6, 3 9 ja 27, isn't it? 3 5 ja 15, 3 2 ja 6, 3 9 ja 27. Now if you see, 529 would be divisible by 23, 23 2 ja 46, then 6, 23 3 ja 69, 23 would be divisible by 23 itself. Okay, so this is how we have the prime factors of 14,203 as 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 23 multiply 23. Now we would make the groups, isn't it? Okay, now making pairs. We would make the pairs, isn't it? We would make the pairs now. Now if you see, we have the pair of 3, so I would write it here. Similarly, I have the pair of 23 also, so I would write here 23. Now what is left? This one, 3 is left, so this one you would write here outside. Now if you see, if I divide this number by 3, let me divide this by 3, so this 3 and this 3 are going to cancel each other. Then the given number would become a perfect square, because we have the square of 3 and we have the pair of 3 and 23 here, but we do not have the pair of 3. So if you remove this 3 from here, so it would become the perfect square. We would have the pair of 3 as well as of 23 also. So how to remove this 3? If you are dividing it by 3. Okay, so that is what we have to find out. Find the smallest number by which given number must be divided. So we are dividing it by 3, so that the resulting number is a perfect square. Then after it would become a perfect square. Now if you are dividing it by 3, the given number would be cancelled. Okay, now right here, if we divide the given number by 3, then it will become a perfect square, isn't it? Perfect square, isn't it? Now let me divide this. After dividing this, I would be getting how much? I would be getting 3 multiply 3, and I would be getting 23 multiply 23. So I would have square of 23, square of 3 and square of 23 also, because 2 times, that is why I have it in square. So I can write it as 3 multiply 23 whole square. So 23 3 is how much? 69. So it would be the square of 69. Okay, now if you are dividing 14,283, whatever you are getting, how much you are getting? 14,283. If you are dividing by 3, how much you are getting? You are getting 4,761. We have divided here. Okay, so we are getting how much? 4,761. So now if you see, 4,761 is a perfect square of 69. Just multiply 69 two times, you would get this much, isn't it? Okay, so to make this a perfect square, right now it is not a perfect square. If you want to make it perfect square, so you would divide it by 3, because the smallest number that we are getting is 3. Okay, so if you are dividing it by 3, you are getting 4761, which is a perfect square of 69. Are you getting this? Getting it or not? So this is how we would solve the given question. Similarly, you would do second and third as well. Okay, fourth one is not there. Only 3 questions are there. Okay, so these remaining questions you have to do on your own. Okay, just try yourself these 2 questions. Okay. Now here we have a next question. Question is, which of the following numbers are perfect square? So among these all, which are the perfect square? Okay, so can you see? So can you guess which are the perfect square? Now if you see 11, is 11 a perfect square? Let's say square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16. So 11 is not a perfect square. Let's say square of 2, square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 3 3 ja 9. Similarly, square of 4 would be 4 4 ja 16. Square of 5 would be how much? 5 5 ja 25. So these are the perfect square. We are getting similarly here. Okay, so is 11 is also there? Nowhere. So 11 is not a perfect square, rather it is a prime number, isn't it? So 11 is not a perfect square, not a perfect square, it is a prime number, Pn. Okay, now similarly, if I'm asking you about 12, so 12 is a perfect square? No. Let me tell you one thing, any number which is ending with 2, any number which is ending with 2 are not the perfect square. Remember this point. Numbers ending with 2 are not perfect square. Like in case 12, ending with 2, 22, ending with 2, 32, ending with 2, 42, ending with 2, 52, ending with 2. Isn't it? 122, ending with 2. Any number that ends with 2 would not be a perfect square. So hence you can say 12 is not a perfect square. Perfect square, it ends, you would write here, it ends with 2, hence not a perfect square. PS. Okay. Similarly, 16, if you see 16 is a perfect square, and if you see 16 is a perfect, 16 is a square of 4. 4, if you are multiplying 4 2 times, 4 4 just 16 you are getting. So 16 is a perfect square. So yes, it is a perfect square. Are you getting this or not? Similarly, if you see 32, again it is not a perfect square because it ends with 2. Okay, so right here it ends with 2, hence not a perfect square. Are you getting this? Similarly, 36, if you see 36 is a perfect square, yeah, because 36 is the square of 6. 6 6 is 36, so it's a perfect square. Yes. 50, if you resolve the 50 into factors, you would be getting 5 5 ja 25, 25 2 ja 50. We have the pair of 5, but we do not have the pair of 2 here. You see, if you resolve 50 into the prime factors, you are getting 5 multiply 5 multiply 2. 5 5 ja 25, 25 2 ja 50. So we have the pair of 5, but we do not have the pair of 2 here. So hence it is not a perfect square. Not a perfect square. Not a perfect square. 64, yes, it is a perfect square. Square of 8. So it's yes, it's a perfect square. 79, again it is not a perfect square. Rather it is a prime number. Not a perfect square. It is a prime number. 81, yes, it is the perfect square. Square of 9. 9 9 is 89. If you are multiplying 9 2 times, you would be getting 81, isn't it? So yes, it's a perfect square. Similarly, 111, it is not a perfect square, rather it is a prime number. So right here, not a perfect square, it is a prime number. 121, 121 is a perfect square. If you see, It is the square of 11. If you are multiplying 11 two times, 11 multiply 1, 11, you would be getting 121. So yes, it is a perfect square, isn't it? So this is how we would do the given question. Okay, that is all for today. We'll be discussing some more question of this one chapter in the upcoming lectures. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.